Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. Today, we're taking a deep dive into a piece of tech that is literally rewiring how we handle money on the internet. If you're an online shopper, a freelancer, a remote worker, or maybe you run your own digital business, you already know that the way we pay for things is evolving at just breakneck speed. But, with that evolution comes a whole new set of headaches. So today, we're going to demystify digital payments and show you exactly how to bypass those traditional banking roadblocks using a Mastercard Virtual Account from CardUpNow.com.
So let me ask you something. Are you just incredibly frustrated with the friction of modern digital spending? Because you know exactly what I'm talking about. You're trying to pay for a crucial software subscription. Or maybe you're trying to grab a limited time deal online, and boom, your payment is declined. Your bank blocks the transaction because their algorithm thinks it looks suspicious. Or you're forced to jump through this endless maze of verification hoops and paperwork just to spend your own money. It's totally a universal pain point right now. People and businesses are waking up to the fact that the old physical plastic card system, it was built for the physical world, not the borderless instant reality of the internet.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today's Explainer. Number 1, the online payment shift. 2, what is a virtual account? 3, types of virtual cards. 4, benefits of going virtual. And finally, number 5, the CardUpNow advantage.
Starting right off with Section 1, the online payment shift.
Look, the landscape is changing super fast, and the baseline expectation for anyone spending money online today is a fully frictionless experience, right? We definitely do not want to wait 5 to 7 business days for a random piece of plastic to show up in the mail. We want speed. We want an instant, ready-to-use card number right now. But honestly, more importantly, we want safety. Every single time you type your primary debit or credit card number into a random website, you're putting your real, actual financial information at risk. The modern buyer totally gets this. They want to separate their main bank vault from their internet spending. It's all about having absolute control over your digital footprint without that physical plastic weighing you down.
Moving right along to Section 2. What is a virtual account?
So, what exactly is a virtual account anyway? Well, the crucial point is this. A Mastercard Virtual Account is quite simply a fully digital version of a bank card. That's it. It exists entirely on your screen. You never actually get a physical piece of plastic mailed to you. Because think about it, in the digital age, websites don't care about the shiny plastic card sitting in your wallet. They only care about the data. The data itself is the product. A virtual account gives you exactly what the internet demands, the actual numbers, but completely strips away the physical vulnerability.
If we break down the anatomy of a virtual card, it actually looks identical to what you're already used to. You've got your standard 16-digit card number, an expiry date, and of course, that super vital 3-digit CVV security code. It connects directly to a balance or a funding source, and crucially, it features powerful security controls built right into the platform you use to generate it. And since it operates on the Mastercard network, it acts just like a normal payment method. It's accepted on practically all global online stores and platforms. Basically, it's the exact same checkout experience you already know, just infinitely smarter.
All right, Section 3, types of virtual cards.
Now, not all digital spenders have the same needs, right? On one side of the spectrum, we have personal accounts. These are perfectly tailored for everyday online shopping, managing your Netflix or Spotify subscriptions, gaming, and just grabbing digital services. It effectively isolates your daily online habits. But on the other side, we have business accounts. And look, if you run a company, you know that handing your main corporate credit card to 5 different employees is an absolute security nightmare. Business virtual accounts fix this. They allow companies to generate unique, isolated cards for team spending, specific vendor payments, and automated software billing. If a specific vendor gets hacked, no big deal. You just delete that one specific virtual card and the rest of your business just keeps running smoothly.
So how do you actually get your hands on one? Well, the process has become incredibly streamlined lately. There are basically 3 main avenues here. Step 1, you can use a digital card provider for instant creation right inside an app or a web dashboard. Step 2, you can pick up a prepaid or gift virtual card. These are loaded with a fixed, non-reloadable amount, which is absolutely great for those quick one-off purchases. And then step 3, for the really tech-savvy businesses out there, you can use API generation. This literally allows developers to write code that automatically spins up hundreds of virtual cards for employees or handles complex platform integrations totally on demand.
Which brings us to Section 4, benefits of going virtual.
Okay, so why is this fundamentally superior to traditional banking? Honestly, the absolute biggest benefit here is protection. When you use a virtual account, the system relies on encryption and tokenization. That means your real primary card information stays completely hidden from the websites you're buying from. If some sketchy website gets breached, the hackers only get a meaningless virtual number that you can just instantly delete. And that perfectly segues into control. The power to instantly freeze a card, delete it with a single click, set really strict payment limits, and track everything in real time. It's an absolute game changer. And of course, we can't forget speed. There's no shipping. There's no waiting days for your bank. You click a button, you get a card, you make a purchase. The whole shebang takes seconds.
And finally, Section 5, the CardUpNow advantage.
Now, the practical question you're probably asking right now is, okay, so how do I get the best one? And this brilliantly illustrates the current landscape. Let's look at the objective data in this comparison table. You've got the major players out there. Privacy.com offers instant cards, sure, but they require KYC, know your customer, which means you have to hand over your personal identity documents. Then you have Revolut and Wise. Now, they are fantastic platforms for sure, but they are fully bank-linked and require extensive, full KYC verification before you can even get started. But then you look at CardUpNow. It's a virtual prepaid Mastercard. It activates instantly and uniquely, and this is massive, it requires absolutely no KYC, no identity document uploads, no waiting days for a compliance team to approve your account. It is true 100% instant access.
Let me break down exactly why CardUpNow is a seriously smart choice if you value friction-free finance. Because there's zero KYC paperwork or waiting around, you get instant access the very second you sign up. But here's the real insider hack. You can actually load your balance smoothly using crypto. This completely bypasses the clunky legacy banking system. You just send your crypto, it funds your virtual Mastercard, and you instantly have smooth, global purchasing power. Plus, if you're running a business, they offer an API for bulk issuing. There are no complex rules here, just a clean, highly functional payment solution that actually works for you.
To summarize their core brand promise, and this is straight from the source, CardUpNow makes online payments simple, secure, and instant with virtual cards you can trust. Ultimately, it really boils down to giving the digital spender their power back. It's all about securing your online privacy, stopping those annoying payment failures dead in their tracks, and moving at the actual speed of the internet.
So, I'm going to leave you with this final thought. In an era where our data is constantly exposed, and traditional banks are literally putting up more walls than ever before, why are you still spending your money the hard way? Are you ready to bypass the friction and finally reclaim your online payment freedom? If you want to instantly launch your own secure virtual card today with absolutely zero paperwork, you need to visit CardUpNow.com. Stop waiting around and start spending securely. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you on the next one.